Welcome back to round 3, this best of 3 between myself, Dan Smedley, and opposite me,
Dan Jones.
And James. So, spoiler alert, first game was a bit of a whitewash for yourself.
Yeah, you didn't really turn up.
No, 14-0 in that. I think I could have bagged a cheeky one at the end, but yeah, I kind of forgot and also was being very salty. Second game, basically, I think first game I had bad cards and played it badly and bad dice, and then I think you had bad cards and bad dice in that, and I had a couple of nice quick defences in that second one.
Yeah, I really didn't feel like I was getting anywhere. Even though I scored 5 glory, it wasn't a great one.
Yeah. Cool. So, I lost the boards.
You rolled 2 crits and still lost.
I thought, I got the boards now. I've gone for this board with the 3 lethals, kind of figuring actually whatever orientation it went in, I was getting some fighters reasonably close. I've still got 2 positions, and that's not too far behind really. Yeah. And then Dan's offset it.
So I've offset and I've gone back with the board style that I went with in the first game, with the intention of not dying first turn.
Yeah. Cool.
So
objectives 4, 5, 3, 2 and 1, and yeah, let's get that draw on. 2, 3. Sigh. So this could be a struggle.
When you have one good card that you don't want to ditch.
Yeah, I would very much like to keep mine, but thinking about how the board's laid out as well, I'm going to ditch both of mine. So I'll go through those in a second when Dan's made his mind up.
I think that unfortunately it's irritating. I'm gonna go with ditching both as well. So I'll go first as you're already looking at mine.
Already drawing on yours.
So I've got Lithe Spirit second, immediately on a second reaction. Master of War and Solid Gains.
Yeah. I suppose if you roll in the reactions, then great, you're going to trigger Master of War and stuff, but then it's quite, you got to roll dice if you haven't got the cards to go with it.
Yeah, this hurts. Sphere of Akish. Akshi, whatever, you can call it whatever you want. Yeah. Sphere of Quiches. Curse of the Dwindling. That's not great. Well of Power, I don't even know what else in the deck. This fight has to be inspired for it to work, and I've not inspired anybody yet. Tomb of Offerings and then Nullstone
I've not
Spear.
seen it yet, but I assume there's Leech Power in there for deleting the objective and healing it. Is there not?
No, I don't think there is now.
Oh, that's if you've got the hold all the objectives in one half, which you have, I believe, on one board, then I think that's got to go in. So I'm getting rid of. Really annoying. Third round. God. So third game in a row I've started with Superior Tactician, so that hurts. Alone in the Darkness, I could score, but then Dan might be trying to stop it if he's not got it, so I don't know. And then Strong Start, which I'm probably just not going to get first round. Looking at the way it's laid out, Dan's probably just going to sit here and not be on that one. So I'm not going to be getting Strong Start, so they've got to go. And then ditching, Sidestep hurts, I like my movement cards. Healing Potion hurts, but then Heroic Might, Sprinter, and Potion of Rage, 3 upgrades, they're just... No, I can't keep that in an opening hand. Drawing into, so still quite painful. We've drawn up these 3 cards, so one's not going to happen, one's 50-50-ish, and the other one I can make happen hopefully. And then power cards, reasonably happy with those, but again, that's quite annoying.
Yeah, I might as well have drawn 1 card this round with that, but still.
But it's learning new decks, isn't it? I'd make a few changes to this.
There's going to be a lot of changes to this deck, and then...
I'll probably run with it a few more times just to get used to it against different warbands. Because you never know, it could be being skewed by the fact that I'm playing against the Guardians.
Yeah, again, as I say, at the end of the last game we played, I feel the 2 defense dice really does work massively against the Guardians here.
You have a lot of 2 dice attacks.
A lot of 2 dice attacks.
Makes it about 50-50.
Well, actually, looking at this, they're all 2 dice attacks. They're all.
Gathiel upgrades to 3 with Cleave. So he's the one you.
Yeah.
They're upgrades, inspires.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Ready for the roll for fighters? Drop them in. 2 crits when I really need them. That crucial roll.
Yeah, I got a single crit and a double.
Anyway. I'll let you place first.
So I will place Galangan will go here. I think last time I had my board switched around the other way around. So this is I had this first round I had that one there.
Kind of a bit unsure on this. I'm gonna start with. I think Oberyn, my man's gonna go there.
Front and centre.
Front and centre.
I will place Anslane here.
The Angarad's going to go here. I don't think. Cheers. Not that that's necessarily a good one though.
Scaffield will go here.
Drop Steelheart in next to Oberyn.
And Ilthari will hide here at the back.
Get ready to teleport herself forward.
No. If it's casting magic, she won't be doing it.
Do you want to roll first? Because I might not need to. I've got the +1.
You're forcing me.
Yeah, but last time you dropped like 2
I think I
crits
dropped
or 3
2
crits.
crits today, yeah. I got a double support, so it's up to you.
I shall let you go first.
Oh, you gentlemen. So, with that in mind, I'll draw a power card.
Cool. Very exciting start.
I'm following your lead.
Cool. Anything to play?
Nothing to play.
Nothing from me.
If you're wondering what I've got, I've just got that. That was great.
So, my first, I will. It's quite tough, actually.
Good.
Okay, I'm not hanging on to it, and I can't score it, so I'm going to get rid of Ploymaster and pick up another objective, which is that. Which is okay. Could happen, might not. And then I will pass power.
I too will pass power. Into my round, I will ditch Superior Tactician.
Ooh.
Don't think I can score it already. And draw into this.
Yeah. If you haven't got the score immediately in that first round, it can be a real tough one. Trying to score double every time. Any power cards to play?
No power cards for me to play. Have you got anything to play?
I have not. Oh,
Okay.
very excited there. My second activation, I'm going to go 1, 2 with Oberyn. And we're just going to move him up. And I've got no cards to play.
No cards for me to play either.
On your third.
My third activation. In my third activation, I think I will go. One, two, three, four.
Why is that?
I'll score a calculated risk.
Well done, sir.
I will draw another card. That is a charge, by the way. This is coming into me.
Yeah.
Into that. Which is one of these. I will make a shooting action.
2
with the
hammers.
Revenant Bow. 2 hammers. 1 hammer.
That's the block or the crit. No.
That's 1.
Ching ching.
And
Damage.
with that as well, you can only go into the 2 behind if required. So I will push you here.
Cool. any cards?
I have no cards to play.
Cool.
That was my third activation. My apologies for not turning it over. Cards to play?
Nope. So on to my third. Severin's going to go 1, 2, 3 and protect his buddy from a charge from Galangan.
London Star.
And I am not going to play any cards.
I will play. I'm going to play Glory Seeker onto Galangan.
Cool. No, nothing from me.
Nothing from me. So for my final activation, I will make a charge action with Galangan.
Sure.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, get around that.
I'll have a coloured in one.
Charge. Okay, Miss Elverin, I assume.
2 hits.
Come on. Oh, no.
That's 3 damage.
Takes him down.
Scores me 1 point for the kill and 1 point for strike swiftly, which I drew into.
Cool.
I'll draw another objective card, which is that. Useless. Woo!
Anything to play?
Nope.
That's from me. My fourth.
Actually, wait, sorry. Is there anything to play?
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh.
I'm going to put Potion of Constitution onto Galangan.
Anything else?
Nothing else to play. My apologies, everybody.
My fourth. I'm going to ditch quick on your feet because I've only got 2 guys left now. Sure up that, which is really annoying. Bugger. No, nothing to play.
No.
No.
Scoring up. I've got nothing else to play as well, so yeah, scoring up.
Scoring
So I go first.
Yep.
I will score Alone in the Darkness for 2 points. I've got 2 cards left in my hand. I think it might just be because of who I'm playing into that I don't feel ever so confident about these and just the way I've been rolling dice. If you look at my setup as well at the moment, it's not leading me into doing these, and especially with what I've ditched. So I think that I'm probably going to ditch both of those, which is Song of Hatred and Sorcerer's Scouring. Does only give me 3 cards.
Second round.
Into the second round, so I'll keep Sorcerer's Scouring, and I'll take 2. I'm going to spend 1 point for Great Strength onto Galangan.
Cool.
And I'll spend 1 point for Sudden Growth onto Galangan.
Cool.
I will keep those 2. I've drawn 2 and I've drawn 3 of these. And then I've run into these 2. 3.
I'm in a bit of a pickle here, so I've scored nothing. I'm going to ditch What Armour. I've only got 1 card left that can help me get it, and I'm not anywhere near through my power deck. I'm also going to ditch Great Strength, Blessed by Sigmar, and Tome of Vitality. Get those out there and keep the remaining. So drawing up, that's probably going to be a pain. Okay. So that's what my objective cards look like now. So better, not fantastic, but not there. And then power hand looks like that. And pretty much Severan's going to die if I don't roll well here. I've got a single. Uh-oh.
I got nothing at all.
Got nothing. Fantastic. Okay, Severin.
You're going to run away.
Absolutely has to run away and give somebody else a whack. So, I'll go first. Severin. 1, 2, 3. Charging in, swinging with 2 hammers onto Anslane. Yeah.
Nothing.
Absolutely whiffed it and missed. Power step. I play distraction.
I'll play Duel of Wits.
I'm going to move Galangan to there.
Excellent news.
Your turn in my power step.
I will play distraction and move you here.
Sweet.
For anyone who's wondering, I just
Peal
drew.
of Thunder.
I just drew into these two.
Peal of Thunder. I'll move you there. Your power, anything else from you?
My power, I will put Potion of Rage onto Skefion.
Cool. I'll pass.
Should I be doing that now, or should I not be doing that now? Come on, brains. Come on, brains. I'm not very clever, everybody.
I'm taking it on.
I can't.
Weighing it
I don't
up.
think I can really do it. What I want to do in this one.
Well, it is 5-0 at the minute.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. That's
just at the start of the second round.
I will. I'll not play that just yet. I will hold off for now.
Sure. It's your first activation.
My first activation, I'll make a charge action with Scofield.
Sure.
You're rolling 2 dice.
Got the assist though. Look at the hammers.
He's looking for crits, really. 2.
Come on, Severin. At least inspire. Yeah, but he does take 2 damage.
He takes 2 damage.
Yep.
And we'll push him into the lethal
Cool.
for 3.
On my turn then, in response to that. So, playing my turn. Both full health, aren't they?
Yeah,
That'd have been a
you're correct.
shame if I could have mighty swing in the middle of them. I'm going to set myself up for your Thori to score Sorcerer's Scouring, which you went and did and picked up. But I need to. Oh, it's only at 1 dice. No, we'll go there. So I'll push myself to there. Or in fact, no, I won't. You don't have to, do you?
You have to push. You
Push
may
him up
push.
to, so I might as well just stay there actually and attack. Anslane.
Yep.
2 hammers. 1 hammer.
And saying he's looking for a crit or a dodge. A dodge.
Come. I will push you back.
Cool.
There. Oh, that's frustrating.
Could be worse.
Could be worse because you probably sat with rebound and last chance in your hand. I do just hate rebound as a card. In general. It's like people say defensive play is negative play experience. No, rebound is a negative play experience.
Cool.
Yeah. It's cards in your power step, isn't it now?
In my powers. Was that my first go, wasn't it? That was
first go.
Yeah. I have no cards which I will play.
Nothing from me. So, there's not really a lot I can do here other than draw a power card. So, drawing up into that, which doesn't really help things. Yeah, nothing to play. It's going to be another 0 round, I think, here.
Oh dear. Your card's played, so you got nothing to play?
Nothing to play.
I'm going to play Potion of Rage onto Ilthari.
Nothing to play.
No. So nothing to play from me either. So I will make a charge action. I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. Can't make it to that one. Still, it's worth a second there. I will then spend the Potion of Rage. And I will roll 4 dice and zap.
Hopefully not.
I've got a crit and a success.
Crit and a success, so I need a crit and a success. Oh, that's absolutely nothing.
Ilthari inspires!
And Oberyn, Severin is dead.
Severin's dead. So I score 1 point for the kill, and yes, Sorcerer's Scouring, they actually score it. So another one for that. I'll draw into my last card. Yay!
This is not looking good, Angrad. I should have put Army of 1 in. Cards.
That was my second. I've made 2 charges and a reaction. I don't think I can do that.
No cards.
No.
Nothing from me. I will. I'm going to ditch Shining Example and pick up that. That's really annoying. Okay. Nothing to play. Sorry, no cards in my power step.
I'll put Blessing of Vitrix onto Ilthari.
Cool. Nothing to play.
For my third activation, then nothing to play. I'll place Anslane on guard.
Cool.
Nothing to play.
Nothing to play. My final activation. I'm going to draw a power card. Not necessarily what I needed, but nope, nothing to play.
Cool. Nothing to play.
Done some else.
So for my final activation,
yeah,
I'm going to make a move action.
Stuffed up then.
And for the next activation, next activation,
your final power step.
Final power step. Put Champion's Fortitude onto Glangam. And
I got to glory.
Ready for action?
Glory.
And pop him there.
Ooh. Yeah, I can't stop that. Unfortunately, you reclaim the what's in my chops.
Where's your glory?
Trust me.
Yeah, but where is your glory on the thing?
It's not. I've got none.
Oh,
I've got to though now because
well done! Yay! Well done.
Scoring.
Yeah.
I went first, so I got escalation.
Yeah.
Thanks to Dan, I didn't really get it. So 2 glory on, and I'm gonna give Angrad Glory Seeker. Whoa. I'm gonna also ditch Lightning Strikes and I'm going to ditch hidden paths because I've not started on it. What I should have done at the end of the last one was basically move to an edge so I could then zap myself behind. Yeah, that's why I was like, I was kind of trying to draw for something to move me.
Yep. Anything else?
No.
Okay. My one then. I too have scored Escalation. I've also scored Reclaim the Lamentary with Galangan on the single on there, which earlier on at the start of the game we were talking about and saying that's far too far away. I've got there. And then I've scored Keep Them Guessing because I made 2 charges,
Reaction,
1 move,
action. Yeah.
1 guard, and the reaction there. So I've scored 6. I'm out of objectives. It's a shame you can't redraw your objective cards. I'm going to ditch Abersoft's Withering. There's no point. And I'll draw 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, great. Well, there's no point in having it anyway. But if we were wondering where all the ploys were gone, they're all here.
So running through objectives for the final round. So to be fair, I think I can get a few glory on the board, providing that I don't just die straight away. So I might be able to pull off like 4 more glorious. I can't win at this point.
I'm currently sat at 13.
2. Cool. Ready for that roll?
Yeah.
Oh, I've got a double.
A double support. I've scored 2 singles and a crit.
So you're gonna slap Angrad.
I'm gonna stab Angrad. So Galangan will go. He's rolling his 2 smash. He got 1 smash.
Got 1 shield. 50-50. Oh,
Whoa.
it's bounced out. It's
Down to
bounced
the-
out. Oh,
That's 4 damage.
yeah, that's done.
That scores me 1 point.
Game.
I've got nothing else in my hand that I can do anything with.
No,
I've got no other cards to draw. I've got nothing else to play, and I've got.
I can't do anything either. I am out of objectives, so might as well call it like that.
Yeah.
The idea was, so calculated risk, score that. I've got Glory Seeker, so I'm going to 3 damage. I've also got Tireless Assault, so I can re-roll one of the goes that I have with an upgrade and then ready for action. And then that should have also got me Consecrated Area, which I'm not sure if I can actually score that because technically none of you are adjacent to me.
I think you might be able to score that.
I might be on 2 or 3, but it makes no difference really.
Yeah, I think the first one is it says score this in an end phase if there are no enemy fighters adjacent to your fighters.
And there's not.
So I think the wording there is that it starts with enemy fighters.
Yeah.
So I think you score that still.
Yeah. Well, let's put it on. Feeling sorry for me.
Yeah, a little bit.
And then that would have triggered solid gains basically because I'd got the kill.
You ain't got to kill.
Calculated risk and consecrated area.
Just to let you know there then, so
Saturday,
Galangan's got 4 wounds on his profile to start with. He's got Potion of Constitution.
Oh, yeah, he's got Constitution
to remove
as well, hasn't he?
1 damage point. Reduce the damage, sorry, not remove. Reduce the damage and then sudden growth. So technically, he's got 7 wounds.
I forgot about Constitution actually.
Yeah.
Never mind.
With Champion's Fortitude as well, so he's quite tough at the moment.
Yeah.
He could be
I'd left it too
dishing
far
out.
behind then, I think.
Yeah, but you did have a push option as well into there.
Yeah, actually, yeah. I could have done 3 damage,
So,
3, but
yeah.
actually, yeah. So I could have done. What was I missing? Spectral Wings was my bottom card. That could have helped.
Yeah, I was expecting that first turn.
That coming in. I don't know. No, I'm reasonably happy with the deck. Needs tweaking. Probably won't be playing again. I want to play different warbands a bit at the minute while I settle on something new. So I might try a Fiends deck next.
A Fiends deck?
Fiends, Magors. Yeah. Drop those in. Right.
So, yeah, but some of myself, there's some cards in here I just don't like. I don't like them at all.
What would you change up? I'm surprised there's no remove objective cards when you've got the objective in there to claim all of them in one territory.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
real.
I mean, I think it's. I think
one of them in Spider, and it's a ploy. It's not a spell.
Yeah, so I mean, well, looking at this, looking through the deck...
Obviously it works.
I won twice. And I'll be honest, it works because it is one of the two decks that was in the final.
Yeah,
it works. It doesn't... I don't know how, but for me, I just don't understand how this scores so much glory. Unless everybody else just plays like you did in there, I don't know how it generates that amount of glory up, because it's that second game I couldn't score. I mean, in here I've only scored 14 against your 3, so I've scored, even if it was a best of 2. I've
scored well, because you'd have been plus 20 something.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't know. I just don't get the same feeling from it as I did. I mean, we were playing Cursebreakers recently until these, and I played Godswarm briefly earlier in the week. They're just very brittle. The objective wise, so 2 reactions. You can see the deck's built around scoring that quite easily. Alone in the Dark, it's a great card. Escalation, nice easy card. Score and Charge. It's a nice, easy one, especially with most of them having good range, and then Galangan having more damage.
I did feel very outranged in that, with only move 3 and no ranged attacks.
Yeah. Song of Hatred. Now, I struggle to cast spells in there, and I think it might just be because I've not got as many spells in the deck that perhaps I was used to with the Cursebreakers, but I struggle to score spells. That's all. Keep Them Guessing was great.
Yeah.
Calculated Risk is...
I've been great. You're not a big fan of it, though, because it puts you down a wound.
No, I mean, when we talked about Grand Clash decks, Calculated Risk is one that I refused to put in there because it took one of my 4-wound fighters down to 3 wounds and put them into a threat range of a lot of fighters. A lot of fighters now have 3 damage. And first turn, Calculated Risk is great, scoring it up first turn, but then you got the rest of the game to try and weather the storm.
I think it's for me with the Cursebreakers, I was feeding Amis as being a bit of a come get me.
Yeah.
Where Rastus did a bit of the work, but it was pretty much all around Stormcast. Yeah. So it was Amis's job to run through the lethal and stand there and tempt people in. So you play Magors, come on, you can get a killer if you want. I'm then going to kill Magor in return, and that's just a better trade-off for me and the way my deck was built. Yeah. So it was using it for that. So bring her into the threat range almost deliberately and saying, come on.
Yeah, with myself and the way I play the Cursebreakers, I played them front and centre aggro, as if they were like you were trying to play the Steelheart Sarah. I'd previously played the Fast Riders. I would deploy them at the front, and I would come across the board and punch you in the face. While, unless I was playing Magors or Morlog, where I'd be up at the back. But still, for most of the time, Calculate Risk, it's a great score first turn card. It is not as good when you're playing second or third rounds. Yeah. Solid Gains can be good. I think you're hoping to draw into it, really. Sorcerer's Scour, I'd say I struggled with that a lot of the time.
It's comboing well with Song of Hatred, though.
Yeah.
As in, you might have just dropped Sphere of Action or Abazoth Withering on someone, and then, you can use Actually to score it.
Yeah.
And then you can pop up with their spell anyway. And it's got quite a few immediates in there, which I like for Master of War.
Yeah, Master of War's a good one. It kind of fits into the same slot as Solid Gains.
Yeah, so a win more.
A win more card. Reclaim the Lamentiri, that's good. I do like that. I didn't score it second round because you killed too many people, but I think this here shows the benefit of me being able to place the boards down and not exactly longboard you, but
you won both where you placed the boards like that,
and I lost
face on.
Yeah. I could score that easily, otherwise not scored Superior Tactician all the way through.
I've drawn it first round all 3 games with Escalation and some else that one, first one.
So for me,
with Escalation that one as well.
Yeah, I'm not sure about Superior Tactician for this deck.
Not scored Escalation.
Again, I'm not sure about Song of Hatred and Sorcerer's Scouring.
I like Scouring. Since Sphere of Action came out, I think Scouring's just got a lot better. You can easily put somebody on 1 wound and then pop.
Yeah.
There you go. I love that. Or if you're on 2 wounds and you wither them and then Actually them.
I can quite easily see though, Actually being on the banned list as the first Gambit spell on the not on the banned list, sorry, but on the restricted list. Yes.
Yeah.
I can quite easily see that because it's a very powerful card.
Yeah.
So yeah, for me, I
Definitely.
don't quite like those three. But we'll probably play it a little bit more. I want to see if it playing into a weaker force as well. 4 wounds and 2 defense dice when inspired is very nasty.
Yeah.
So that's those. But then onto the ploys. So Cruel Taunt, which could have been fun, but only drawn it once. Transfixing Stare. I've been using that in the Curse Breakers deck.
That's lost value for me since the Profiteers and the Guardians came out because they've got range.
Yeah.
And so for those guys, there's only Scathiel that you can put out of range
Yeah.
with Transfixing Stare, and the Profiteer, it's wasted against them. Yes, you can stop them moving, but the Zildjian is you going to attack you.
Yeah.
It's really gone down in value.
So I do rate it, especially. I mean, I was playing Magors, which I think I've lost quite a lot of recent. But it's great to drop that onto Riptooth or Magor and just sit back and laugh.
When I was playing Keith up at Warhammer World, I think I charged one of them and killed one of them, and then transfixed instead the other, and I drew it at the perfect time both games, and it kind of killed the game.
Rebound's great, yet the most annoying card in the game.
I hate Rebound.
Last Chance is good. Abasoth Withering is good if you can cast spells. Ready for Action is why we call ourselves Ready for Action. Potion of Rage, Distraction, Jewel of Wits is a reaction more than anything. So one thing you see through these.
I prefer improvisation over it, but it fits in with the 2 reactions, so it's good.
Nullstone Spear. Got no value out of this game whatsoever, but I see how it works. You drop that Nullstone Spear onto Anslane. While it does very little to nothing for her, normally it gives her 2 damage, but most importantly, it's 2 range. So what you can do here is you can move forward, attack a goblin, kill them. Then her reaction is if the first time she takes an enemy fighter out of action in the round, she can make another attack action. She can then use the range 2 of the spear again to cause 2 damage to somebody else. Yeah. So I see the value of the Nullstone Spear, definitely over the Shade Glass Spear, with that one being broken for his turn. Yeah. But I see the value in the Nullstone Spear. Tome of Offerings is great, and I can see that going the same way as the Sphere. Well of Power, I got no value out of that whatsoever this game, with Ylthari struggling to inspire, with her not rolling any crits and things.
I think this might have been played with her more aggressively than you played. For the spells, fits in with the objectives, and then getting the Well of Power on, and then it really rolls with the objectives, and then with the extra dice for getting the crit and the reactions. I love Curse the Dwindling. It's fantastic.
It's a great,
especially if you get the Lesson of Victrix on.
Yeah, and I got it off once. I got it once. It's 2 3+.
The game is just over then though. That's the only thing. When you got it off.
Yeah, it's great for anti-Mollog, but anti-Mollog needs to start fast, I think, and it's a bit of a struggle.
Sphere of Quiche.
Yeah, Sphere of Quiches. That's great. We know that's great. That's going to be restricted. Glory Seeker's great. Potion of Constitution is one now that I think is better than I thought it was before. So Potion of Constitution versus straight up Great Fortitude. Great Fortitude knocks Ylthari, Scathiel and Anslane up to 4 damage, which then triggers Glory Seeker.
I suppose anything with that though, if it doesn't, so let's say Glory Seeker's on.
Yeah.
And they're on 4, and the attack's doing 4 damage then.
Yeah.
If they weren't on it, you're going to say the Potion of Constitution on over it.
So if you take the Potion of Constitution
instead,
they're on. Your opponent is scoring 3 damage, can't engage the 4th, which would essentially kill them. But Potion of Constitution reduces that damage down now from 3 to 2.
Yeah.
And essentially it could have been 4. So that I think is better than +1 wound.
Yeah.
Only because of the presence of Glory Seeker. If you've got great strength on instead, makes no odds.
Yeah.
Lesson of Victrix, I think, is only in this deck to enable Curse of the Dwindling.
Oh, well, it's good for all the spells. It's just an auto cast of Action and Withering as well.
Yeah.
It's brilliant. I really like it. The only thing that I may take instead of it is the change a result to a lightning. Only reason being, drop 2 dice, roll double crit. I suppose actually it doesn't matter for her. She heals herself, although she probably takes herself out of action before.
She will kill herself before.
If she's on one wound.
If she's on one wound, she will kill herself first before triggering her reaction.
Whereas if you can spin a result, so if you roll a double crit when she might kill herself, you could spin one of them to a lightning.
Yeah.
And then you heal a wound as well because you've already got another crit.
Sudden growth is great. Champion's Fortitude is fantastic for Galangan. And it's reasonable for Ilfari.
What I've not seen in that though is the +1 defence.
Yeah, it's not in the deck, and I think it is one that I would immediately add in. For me, the game, the way I played the game, I played around Galangan. I played everything around Galangan.
Yeah.
So a third defence dice.
Yeah.
There, you're only rolling for crits, so you're not interested really in anything else.
But then that's how you play it. So I now know as well that this wasn't Jay's deck.
It wasn't Jay's deck. No,
because Jay had that.
This
I believe when he played Josh, he kept wounding himself because he was rolling all the defence dice in the world and doing damage back to him in return.
So this is Tom Conboy's deck. Yeah. I know he ran it and didn't bother inspiring the fighters.
Don't really need to, I suppose. It's a
yeah,
nice bonus if it happens.
You look at the fighters and the ones you want to inspire. So Ilfari, and here it goes, and essentially all she gains is +1 move and +1 damage to the reaping spell action, like any other ranged spell caster. So Steelheart, sorry, not Steelheart, Cursebreaker.
And what's in the chops from the Eyes of the Nine?
Yeah, Vortimus. Yeah. So that's all she gains. It's worthwhile for that.
Yeah.
Galangan
doesn't gain too much.
He gains nothing on his standard. He gains not about 1 on his standard attack, which you don't want to be doing, I don't think, too much. And then he's got a Whirling Glaive attack, which is 2 Fury for 1 damage, attacking everybody. 1 damage is not worthwhile. And 2 Fury is not gonna get the result.
Well.
It's not gonna bother. You're not gonna bother with him. Scaffael.
He's one that I would want to get inspired, but you've not got what on.
So on here, he's gaining nothing on his basic profile, and he's gaining +1 dice and cleave to his attack action. So I think that's worthwhile trying to inspire him. He. Just for rolling 3 dice.
Yeah.
They're still seeing a reasonable amount of block versus dodge.
Yeah.
But regardless, 3 dice versus 2 dice is better.
Yeah.
So I think it's worth inspiring him. Anslane is gaining 1 dodge defense dice and 1 range on her bow. Is it worth bothering? I think not.
No, if it happens, it happens.
So
some things I was always when I played Ash actually in the best of 3 that you can see on YouTube, I started with those 2 I think next to each other. Well, that was my intention.
Yes.
Whether I did or not, or maybe those 2. But anyway, he had the card in there which is you can inspire him.
The healing amphora.
The person adjacent, and was getting one of them going. Then he tried to do it with Scaffield because then she was walking up to an objective, burning it and inspiring from healing. Yeah. And then that was playing into that. But then it's
different
playing a deck that's not yours, so you'll probably want to tailor it more towards Galangan and getting more out of him. So you want to stick the extra defence and probably drop the spear because you won't see as much benefit from that as you would the others. Or you keep the spear. And
I don't know. I think the spear. It's something that when I looked through the deck to start with and I just thought that is useless. What's this doing in here? But then, thinking about her reaction, if you can run in, stab a goblin, and then stab another goblin, maybe you're putting Tome of Offerings on her, and if you do it the last activation of round 2 and the first activation of round 3, you could potentially, quite easily, kill 4 goblins and score 4 extra points for that.
Oh, if you get it in the 2 rounds.
Yeah, over 2 rounds.
Essentially.
And you can throw her away.
Yeah, this is one you worry about.
Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah.
Right. Thanks for watching, guys. I enjoyed that. Unfortunately, I lost, and Steelheart's retreating with the tail between the legs back to the Mirror City to lick the wounds before coming back better, maybe. Yeah, they enjoyed it. Give us a like, subscribe, comment, let us know what you think, and we'll see you around.
Thanks, guys.